Lyft. Let's switch it up to Lyft a little bit.
Yeah.
And they are a changin'. In fact, I don't know if they're sucking on the what's the have you ever watched Fantastic Fungi or whatever on Netflix? It's a documentary that came out maybe 3-4 years ago. And essentially it's resurfaced because of The Last of Us with the fungus. And no spoiler alert. I mean, come on, we all know The Last of Us is an apocalyptic show, but yeah, it was like it begins with an M, and I can't remember. It's like but when the fungus comes up, you got the mushroom, but underneath the ground, it's like this network that allows trees to be able to communicate with each other. So, question I want to know is the little tree starting to get the lifeline from the little mushroom underbelly of the world to the big tree that Uber is? Because it seems like they're taking a little. That's it, mycelium. Thank you very much, Stephen. Appreciate that.
There you go.
Yes, I wonder if the little dying Lyft tree is sucking the mycelium from the Uber tree, because they're coming up with a lot more that looks just like Uber when it comes down to it. So
yeah. These are all from my app, by the way. Well, I was like looking at it the other day. I knew something was like different because we never in LA. So I'm in LA. We never had like a true penny surge. It would be like $3, $4, $2, right? Or it would be like now we're down to 25-cent increments. I had not seen that before. So I'm sure other cities
wait till they get to the penny increments
pretty soon. Yeah,
they're gonna do instead of 450, they're gonna do 426.
Yeah, okay, so I don't know why they did it for, but they did it. Whatever, good for you, I guess. I don't know, maybe to steal another quarter, another 25 cents at a time. I don't know. However, this first one is from my app as well. The second one is not, but the middle one. The first one is, you know how these people always talk about, $36 per active hour and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So it seems like that language is leaving the room, Chris. It says St. Patrick's Day, right, which was last weekend, ride demand boost. Okay, cool, fine. They would always put like, if you drive between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m., you will make $29 an hour. All those estimates that they throw at you, right? So look at the language difference on this one. So it says, it could get busy out there. We expect increased ride requests Friday, March 17th, 6 p.m. to 4 a.m. Exactly. For illustrative purposes only, results may vary. Figures based on earnings in the driver's primary region from the past 14 or 28 days. Okay. Drivers using Lyft earned by the job. Is that new language? It is, isn't it? And it says they earn by the job, not by the hour. So I guess we're not going to get any more of those, 36 active hour quotes anymore. That hit.
It's very possible. I think it's because we called them out so much that they're like, we can't do this anymore.
We can't put putting 36 out there because
I think the thing is, I think they're dismantling the active versus online, because we're letting everybody know the differences, so they can't really say, oh, it's 36 per active hour, but in actuality, on an online hour, it might be only like 12.
12, yeah, and or maybe FTC is coming. I don't know, right? Because that's deceptive.
I don't know, maybe
36. So that's a huge language change for me, and I'm kind of interested in why they go. Do you earn by the job now, people? Forget the hours. Hours are meaningless. Okay. That's it. We just earned by the job, which is fine. Okay, no problem. But so that was interesting. And then the second middle screenshot, you guys know.
Well, hold on. Before you go to the middle screenshot, I going on. There's a little bit more, and it says the hourly earnings communicator, no guarantee of future performance, not indicative of specific driver earnings, and calculated before taxes, insurance, depreciation, and other costs associated with being a rideshare driver. Honestly, I kind of like that a little bit more, because they're kind of clarifying things that may have not been clear beforehand, when it comes down to the costs associated with things.
I love that. I love that.
I think that's good. Personally, I got to say I like that.
I love it.
I think that they're being more clear. And you might be right. It could be coming, because it could have been something that the FTC said you have to be more clear when it comes to driver earnings. I think this may be a preliminary thing of what we're seeing. maybe before, you know, FTC to business versus FTC to public. So I think that could be something that
No,
is kind of
I
clarifying things a little bit.
okay, so Lyft, I'm sure you guys watch this anyway. Um, you know, we have like these education series that we did that we talk about constantly. You know your cost per mile, blah 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 blah, all that good stuff. You know, we can work on this together with you guys to show that you guys, the drivers, are not making $36 an active hour. I mean, you know, I'm just saying, but we're willing to work with you on this one. So you guys can hire me and Chris, and then we'll stop doing Show Me the Money.
I need a lot of money up front. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I like how they're spitting out more information just to
100%.
give the people the knowledge, because that's something that we've been harping and trying to let people know. You got to know your costs. You got to know those things, and you know, to have them start coming out and saying that, I'll give them props. I got to give them props there, whether it was forced by another entity or whether this is them actually saying, "Hey, look, we want to clarify things," or not. Either way, it's good to see something like that. So
okay,
people
look, you've been around
you know.
for a while, so have I. Have 7 years on Lyft for me, right? I've never seen this before. Have you ever seen this before?
No,
That we
not
get
that.
paid by the job, and then your expenses are important and all that shit. I've never seen this
Nope,
before.
not that.
I'm like, okay, great.
I've
Well,
always seen you could earn up to 26 an hour
yeah,
driving between 12 and, or I'm sorry, between 2 and 4 a.m. On Saturday. And it's like, well, there's a lot of other hours during the week. Am I going to be paid that too?
yeah, yeah.
But
I
yeah,
love
I don't
it.
know. I don't
Great,
know.
congrats, Lyft.
But I like
Good
that.
job.
If you like that too, let us know. But going on, yeah, if you want to talk about that middle screenshot, then
Yeah, the
where
middle
you got the
screenshot. This
select
is
bonus.
exactly like the Uber's, you know, staggered. You know, like one. I mean, they had this anyway for ride challenges, obviously, but it wasn't like this. This exactly looks like Uber's. Okay, like you know how you get the staggered quests on Uber during the week and weekend, right? So you know it'll be like 50 for 75, and then if you do 10 more, it'll be like 85, whatever. This looks exactly like that now, which is fine, and those are, you know, decent. I mean, you know, 60 rides for 135, and then you do 90 trips. 90 for 305 is as good as I've seen it actually on Lyft for a while, and this is current, this is new, so. I'm like, if you guys are
Yep.
gonna, you know, do a bunch of quickies, it's not a bad
Well,
quest
just
at
for
all.
those who are watching, if you don't have this in your area yet, or you haven't seen it, or you're not familiar with how it works, there will be a video that Joe is working on right now on the challenge. So stay tuned for that. He's going to dive into the challenge, how it works, and kind of give you guys all of the info on that. So if you're not really familiar with it, then you will be able to know and
Yeah,
be very informed there. So stay tuned for that. It is coming.
yep,
And do we call it lift surge,
yeah. No, I don't know. Penny surge,
or
lift
do we just
penny
say lift by the quarter?
by the quarter. Hey, I like that one. Yeah, by the quarter. Surge by the quarter, baby. It's like by the pound. Surge by the quarter.
Well, either way, you know, yeah, now you're starting to see instead of the surge is changing a little bit. So, yeah, I don't know, but it does seem that they may be looking at um, Uber and trying to do it a little bit more. So, I don't know. We'll see. What are your thoughts?
I don't know, man. I'm on that. I honestly, for me, you know, look, man. We're here. We're trying to do a decent job. Anything that we can do for drivers to improve just an incremental bit. Okay, to me, that's the most important thing. That's why we're doing this. And I honestly, at some point, it becomes so mind-numbing that all these games are so necessary just for a simple task of picking people point A and dropping on point B. Why is this all
Oh, I know,
necessary?
right? It's
Why is this
become
all
so
necessary?
complex.
So
It's
simple.
crazy.
You know, come on.
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.